Search and destroy. Defend the objective.
Hey YouTube, my name is LuCKyy, and apparently noobs hate me. Um, if you're familiar with my channel, you guys know that I like to post kind of unique or original content. A lot of my videos are not the type of videos you see on the average sort of channel. I guess my opinion on that is that basically I think that everyone and their grandmother has gotten a 30 or 40 killed team deathmatch game with 0 deaths. It's really not that hard. It happens all the time, and I think that there's countless videos of that on YouTube. And so I try to post unique and original content. Sometimes it backfires, and the content I post is unique and original, but no one really likes it that much. But that's okay. I learned from that, and that's where I sort of came up with the idea of this new series I'm going to sort of start. I'm calling it Noobs Hate LuCKyy, and this would be episode 1. Basically, in this series that I'm creating, I'm going to show me playing in a public game against some, I guess, what you would call quote-unquote noobs. Not meaning to offend anyone by calling someone a noob. And so even though their gamer tags will be given on this video, I'm not going to say whether or not I recorded it on PS3 or 360 because I do own both, and I'm not trying to offend anyone. But basically what happens in this game, and what I'm going to do with this series, is that basically I play a public match, and I killed the same person, and in this case I actually killed the same 2 people every single round in this game of Search and Destroy. We completely run over this team. I'm not playing with any people on my team, I'm playing with just completely random people. And basically I kill the same people on the opposite team every single round. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show the entire video from my perspective, and then I'm going to show the video from their perspective and see what exactly were they doing that got them killed by me every single round in this game of Search and Destroy. So with that said, I'm basically just going to play through the whole video, and you can keep that in mind that about halfway through it I'm going to be switching the perspectives to the opposite team. But enough with that. I wanted to answer a question that someone had asked me recently. Someone had asked me recently, have you ever ran into Woody's gamertag or X-Jaws in a game battles match? And I thought it was actually a really good question. I thought it would make for an interesting discussion. So basically, no, I haven't ran into Woody's gamertag or X-Jaws in a game battles match. They primarily play on Xbox 360, and I primarily play on PS3. However, I do own 360, and I do play competitively on 360, but most of my friends are on PS3, and so I play mostly competitively PS3. But no, I haven't ran into them on game battles before, but from the looks of it, it seems like neither of them really play that much. It's actually kind of funny. If you were to talk to the YouTube community and ask them, who do you guys think is the best players that are the best players at Call of Duty? Probably the majority of the YouTube community would say, oh, X-Jaws, oh, Woody's gamertag, would mention these guys. Maybe they'd even mention Hutch. But if you were to mention their names in the competitive community, have you guys ever heard of Woody's gamertag or X-Jaws? The majority of the people in the competitive community would be like, who are those guys? I mean, they're really not that involved in the competitive community. Their GB ranks are really low, and they haven't really been involved in that many tournaments. And that's not to put them down or anything, it's just not their particular field that they're really big in. They're just not that really involved in tournaments. One thing I thought would be interesting, and I'm definitely going to be pursuing this, is I'm going to challenge Woody's gamertag's double team. I believe Woody's gamertag has a doubles team with Team Martin, and I'm going to challenge them to a doubles match, and then I'm going to post the video of the outcome of that doubles match, and so you can look forward to that coming up soon. Also, I'm going to challenge X-Jaws if he has a doubles team, and I'm going to challenge Trump. And this isn't to show like, oh, I'm so much better than them or anything like that. It's basically just sort of a fun idea. I don't think anyone really, well, there are definitely people who take game battles like really seriously, and like if they beat someone in a game battle, they say, I am so much better than them, sort of thing. But the fact of the matter is that everyone loses game battles. Everyone loses in Call of Duty. No one ever wins forever. And so winning or losing doesn't necessarily prove who's better. I tend to think of it like this. If you can win a game battle against a very good team, a very prestigious team, that doesn't prove that you're better than them, but that proves that you're on the level of them and that you're on the highest level of competition, that you can compete with the best people. Just because you beat a really good team doesn't mean you are better than them. Because if you think about it, if you were to play that team, over and over again, do you think you could beat them every single time you would play forever? You know, it's unlikely. So basically that's what I was going to do. I was going to sort of challenge a lot of these really big name people, and I just kind of show you how the game battles go over against some of these big name people like XJaws and Woody's Gamertag and Trump. And so you can be looking forward to that. And if there's any other teams or big name people that you think I'm excluding, certainly let me know, and I'll gladly, you know, challenge them in a game battles match, and I'll post up, you know, what happened in the game battles match, and I'll definitely post it whether or not I win or lose. You know, I'm not one who's shy about losing. I definitely lose game battles matches. You know, even though I've been playing competitively for 3 years, I still lose them. It happens, you know. And a lot of the best people in game battles take a loss in actually a very good way. You know, the more amateur people, when they lose a game battles match, they're really frustrated and they feel like they've, you know, failed and that they're really not that good, maybe, and they kind of quit game battles. Is what usually happens for more amateur people. But the more experienced people that have been around for a long time take a loss and realize that when you lose, that's the time to learn. That's the time to, you know, go over what did the opposite team do to get that win, and what can we do next time in order to win the next time we play them, or the next time we play any sort of match. And so that's what a lot of the more experienced players, that's their philosophy, I think. You'll find that a lot with more experienced players. And that's definitely a very wise way to look at game battles, I think. So anyways, now we're on the second half of this match. We're in the second round. And I'm spectating the opposite team, and I'm sort of showing, you know, what exactly these guys did to end up running face-to-face into me and getting killed each time. And so basically the #1 problem they're having is that they're not using Ninja, and I'm using Ninja Pro. So not only are my footsteps quiet, the Ninja Pro adds the extra bonus that the enemy's footsteps are even more louder. And so they're not using Ninja, and I'm hearing them really easily well. You know, I've got a headset. I use Triton AX Pros. I'm not sure if you're familiar with those, but basically they're a really good headset, perhaps the best. You know, it's debatable. Some people say Astro A40s are better. Personally, I've used both, and personally I like Triton AX Pros more. And so with those headsets, I can hear people's footsteps really, really well. And that's probably the #1 reason why these people get killed by me each round in this game of Search and Destroy. But back to some other issues of discussion. I've been advertising a lot. I've been sending a lot of people messages. Basically, the title will say Black Ops, and then I'll write a small message saying, you know, hey, you know, I make Black Ops commentaries. You should come check them out. And if you've been the victim of multiple messages, I definitely apologize. I'm not trying to annoy anyone. I'm simply just trying to get my channel out there more. And while I'm on the issue of advertising my channel, I guess I also want to talk about is that I kind of want to do a dual commentary with someone. So if you're interested in doing a dual commentary, definitely message me, and we'll definitely talk about it. And if you're a subscriber of mine and you have any sort of interesting ideas of who you'd like to hear me do a dual commentary with, definitely send me a message or write a comment. I'd be glad to. You know, I'm just really into the YouTube thing. I like making videos. I like posting them of competitive gameplay. I would gladly do a dual commentary with anyone who's in competitive gameplay, or even with someone who's not in competitive gameplay. I'd be glad to do a dual commentary with them. So definitely that's what I'm looking forward to do. That's a video you can definitely be looking forward to in the future. And this video is about to come up to a close, so thanks for watching. My name is LuCKyy. Later.